glorious church, not a worldly church, not a weak church, not a emaciated church, but just a glorious church. That means filled with the glory of God. That means filled with the glory of the Holy Ghost. That means what that man preached this morning, that the power of Almighty God fills the hearts and the lives of the believers of this church.
I beg you, I don't want to die.
Glory! Somebody shout hallelujah!
I pray to you, please. Where's my voice in all this? Put down the weapon. You don't want to shoot me. I'm the guy doing the voiceover. Like I'm Magnum PI. We're all part of the scene.
One of the best artists of his time will receive an honorary degree. Just the latest honor for a man who was preaching family values long before it became politically popular.
Just when I was beginning to realize that I could differentiate my dream state from my waking state because of certain recognizable dramas from the 70s and the 80s, another thing was thrown into the mix, which I could hardly differentiate.
No one in history has preached the gospel to more people in more countries with more results than Bill.
The worst thing, my English never progress. Sometimes it even degenerate. But in any way, quite useful. So now, the reason why I said these things is
Last 3 months, official records show that 10,615 people were disposed of here. Their clothes were turned over to the Deutsche Textil- und Bekleidungswerke GmbH, a private corporation whose stockholders were SS officials, which reclaimed and repaired the garments with the use of unpaid prison labor, and then resold.
This is the rain where we all come from.
All the rest were dead.
Oh, please. Oh, please. Please stop it.
I want you to move.
Stop. Stop. I'll move. I'll move. I'll move.
25,000 were removed by the German public camps because of the approach of the Allied forces.
The forces were building up. They wanted me out of my home. I didn't want to go. So I said a little prayer, a little positive affirmation. Because no matter how strange it gets, I can always think of when it was worse.
As it is, you don't have a home. You don't have any money whatsoever. At least you're not dead. And it could happen. It could happen immediately. You're lucky it hasn't happened yet. Because you're in New York City. There's a price to be paid to see all this shit happening. You're broke. You have no money whatsoever. Not even a penny. It opens up a whole new world for you. Just think about it. You're completely broke. You've got nothing to lose. Nothing to fear losing. You're on your way. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Before I had a voice, before I could just sit back and think, man, a lot of horrible things happened. The assassination of John F. Kennedy,
I counted 6.
Robert
We only
Kennedy,
have 3 rounds left.
King, Malcolm X, the Pope before the Pope we have now, the invasion of People's Park, bombing of Cambodia, starvation in Bangladesh, chemicals in Bhopal, shooting John Lennon, Richard Speck, Manson, Bundy, Gilmore, Son of Sam, Ed Gein, Nicaragua, Grenada, Wounded Knee, Attica, the 68 Democratic Convention, Kent State, Nancy Kerrigan, Tanya Harding, 3 Mile Island, wildfires, earthquakes, Yitzhak Rabin, Gandhi, Lockerbie crash, kids killed for sneakers, Milton, Boski, Keating, Tyson, Simpson, Oklahoma, Ruby Ridge, World Trade Center, Freeman, Bernie Getz, Leona Helmsley, Menendez Brothers, Dow Chemical, Michael Stewart, Eleanor Bumpers, Lorena Bobbitt, Unabomber, Deadbeat Dads.
I say, Magnum.
When am I gonna get my
exhilarating.
When am I gonna get my
Reminds me of the time I
like
outraced a
like they have it on TV?
It was outside of Tobruk. I was
Waco.
on half track at the time. Had 2 wounded Tommies and a medical
They
GI.
want me out of my home.
We were low on petrol when this tank appeared over the rise.
When?
Much was beyond me. I ended up dropping Higgins off at the estate and sending him for a swim. Then I got a pass into Pearl and went looking for Mac. I needed his expertise and for once wouldn't have to con him out of it. I knew he'd say yes.
No. Just try not to get killed.
PE is gym class. PI is private investigator.
I'd have been patient people. Patience. Pull the Camry over to the curb. I'm damn glad I don't have the camera. I have the camera, but not the Camry.
Thank you.
If I had a Camry, might be worried about cops coming and fucking up the Camry. But as it is, I got a camera. The difference between re and ra is that the ra is a lot happier thing. Because if you're not shooting yourself, you ain't going nowhere.
Where is this clown? A man in a Camry, heading for a Happy Meal. A bottle of Stoli. Chernobyl. The potatoes, they're wrong. They're radioactive. He'll die. This was 3 years ago.
That's the difference between re and ra. Cops will stop the Camry, but the camera can keep rolling all the time. That's why I'm a big proponent of ra over re. Ra, ra, ra. Ra, ra, ra. Re. When he's re. Just repeat things. You know, R-E.
Alpha to Omega, A to Z, everything had happened already. It was the end. Desert Shield, Desert Storm, Central Park Jogger, Jennifer Levin, Willie Kennedy Smith, Mary Jo Kopechne, Joel Steinberg, John Bobbitt, Mad Cow Disease, AIDS, Tainted Tuna, Pintos blowing up, Tompkins Square Park blowing up, 13th Street squats, Glass House, ABC No Rio, Bomb Lydia, Bomb Iran, Bomb Japan, Bomb Dresden, Jim and Tammy Baker, Jim Jones, Jimmy Swaggart, Jennifer Flowers, Anna Nicole Smith, Jessica Hahn, Iran-Contra, Watergate, Love Canal. I had to get a good thought in my mind. I had to get a pleasant thought, a good thought, a pure thought. Because every time I got one, later on, here one comes.
That love begins at home, and that can spread like a burning fire from house to house We will
Oh, I can
spread
see the headline,
all
Mother
the
Teresa
world.
indicted for a string of arsons, chops the head off a bunch of small children and eats them, chops their fingers off and serves a papal stew. Is this where it's going? Will that distract me with horror?
Yeah.
Will I be disillusioned and evicted?
It's a Camry, not a camera. That's what I tell him. Get out of here. He might try to mug me.
Will I become powerless?
Officer! Officer!
It was constructive eviction. It was dirty real estate.
Going right through the revolving door, right to the top. Not gonna mess around.
I was going to a higher court, the Supreme Court, because every housing court judge told me there was no such thing as harassment. No cause of action.
I am determined to get justice. And I'm gonna get it. As soon as I can afford a lawyer.
Counselor? Hey, counselor! Hey! Excuse me, gentlemen. I'm being driven out of my home by a major capital improvement. Hello?
Would one of you guys like to represent me?
You got $1,000 retainer?
How much?
$300 an hour.
$200 an hour.
You can represent yourself, pro se.
Looks like that Latin's gonna come in handy that I took in 7th grade. I hear a lot of the law stuff is written in Latin. It should help. To the library.
Legalese code.
Hope it ain't closed.
This is the information age.
Hello,
Shut up!
can I have information for the public library?
Said shut up what library?
Any library.
I'll sue you. Are you an American?
Yeah.
You never won in court. No case law. It's
They're closed? How do you know that?
Fuck you, we own you. You never
Everybody's
really get
gone?
there.
All right, thank you.
You never learn English.
Guess I'll have to buy the books. Hello?
Becca, pro say, boy, you know what that means? You lose. You're dead. You're killing the president just again.
Individual, you were hesitant to talk about him beforehand, but what kind of individual is he? Is he a cold-blooded killer?
No, I was reticent only because the court asked us not to do it, and I'm still abiding by the court's request. You folks were in court, and you see what we did, what we brought out. We feel very confident that we're going to be vindicated here. And exposing a government witness for what he is something that we are obligated to do. And we do it to the best of our ability, and that's what we did inside.
So you think he'll say anything to save his skin?
I think it's important for everybody to understand and appreciate that paid government witnesses have motives, have certain secret agendas, and we have to bring that out so that the jury can see what the truth is, and that's what we did.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
You know, it's still sunny, George?
It's a sunny day. Wish I had a place to live. Jail doesn't sound so bad. 3 squares a day. Exercise room. And television. You get the television, you see all this. You even get cable. Homelessness, yeah, that's of course.
It's a quality of life.
Yeah.
I think I was a doubting Thomas.
Aren't I always? Thank you, Rosie. See you guys. Have a good night.
Please don't take it. I need it. Proof. Were they stealing my soul on purpose?
Grabbing you hold of your camera there, bud.
And just shooting myself, you know. I gotta know what I'm doing.
What are the forces doing? I really had no idea what I was doing, busting my ass to keep living in the same place, and then I got an idea for a place to be.
Is this the police department? Hey, I was wondering, what's the minimum crime you have to do to get locked up, to get a jail cell?
dead in front of City Hall. Who would care? Might be a nightmare, except El D'Amato isn't here. I needed a place to spend time, a place to blow my horn. A sale?
Look at things, more things. Things I don't have to worry about.
You want to get that?
Donna, get off a memo to all heads of department that Thomas Magnum is no longer...
Oh, no.
Hold on, Donna. What is it?
Don't do that. That's counterproductive. If our spy is truly out to get Magnum, then he's panicking. And there's a good chance he's going to show his hand.
Now, wait a minute.
We only need a day or two. We'll take precautions.
We actually know now what has been going on in these camps. I know personally.
All right, George. 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 How would you like to be in my shoes? Have space aliens taking over your brain, making the things you see and the things you hear just a bunch of images and sounds. All right, George. All right, George. All right, George. All right, George.
George. Steinberg. Washington. All right, George.
Gotta shoot yourself diligently every day to know what's going on.
Because God doesn't have time to watch you all the time, to punish you and reward you the way he used to do because he's stressed out. Just doesn't have enough time. So I'm shooting myself so I can see. What's the price so far?
Okay, about 17.
I was certainly on my way up, and the words were weapons.
These are all things I don't own. All things I don't have to worry about, right? Right. Right? Right.
That's cardboard.
Information.
That's a word. Man, I wish I had a nickel for every time change came. I'd be a rich man. The pictures look real. This is a different time, a different space, a different reality. I am dreaming this one, man, because this is too stupid. I wish...
A nickel. Now that I'm finally out here on my own, I'm glad I have a friend. And myself. Thanks to my little friend here. Shooting myself every day. There were 10 million decisions to make and a hell of a lot of information.
So isn't it all too much?
I've narrowed it down. I've narrowed everything down to two simple decisions. 1 or 2. My life is binary from now on. From now on, it's the right side and the left side. You can tell me to get out and not be there. But I'm going in if I want to. Because I have a choice. In fact, I have 2 choices. I always have 2 choices. I can go in, or I can get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out, stranger.
Thank you, Church, for shooting yourself. If it wasn't for you.
So who am I, anyhow? What do I mean?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Figures.
I've narrowed it all down. 10 million decisions to make. Numbers, letters, code signals.
I knew Rick's behavior stemmed more from frustration than it did anger, but somehow that didn't make me feel any better.
I didn't know if it was something I had seen before, a rerun, like dinosaurs dying in whole new civilizations, but the speeding cars with their gasoline explosion engines, that's so old. It's been here for such a long time. Why? Why wasn't there a new energy source? There must be a new energy source. Why won't you tell me a new energy source? You know, it's like the gases go up and they go and destroy the ozone and they tell you you're gonna die. It's just so frustrating. This has happened before. The getting someplace should be a new way to get there. Somebody must know. Somebody must know how this works. When will I have a time where I can speak? Because I don't feel safe. I don't need any more policing me to make me feel safe. Is this my voiceover? Is this me? Is this my time? How'd this get in my brain? Thomas!
When it comes to your brain, they're going to try to keep you out of it. Sure, it's your brain. There's two sides to every question. They're going to try to keep you out at whatever price they can.
You'll be homeless.
And that's the way it is. Because there's so many different ways to skin a cat if that's what you want to do.
I'm hungry. Vietnam. I'm hungry.
Leave Kitty alone.
I've been here before.
Leave Kitty alone.
A man at the controls let in the poison gas, and another batch of helpless victims screamed their lives out beyond the grill. Weak to be saved, too sick.
What do you want?
Typhus was taken.
What are you doing here?
And truckloads of wretchedness had to be somehow dealt with in the already
What do you want?
overflowing hospitals.
Get out!
Dachau had its own brothel for the use of guards and favored prisoners.
Not.
You're not there.
The gas chamber was conveniently placed next to the mortuary. And next to that was the crematorium.
Can't happen here.
Doubting Thomas. Whenever you see pictures of Hitler, he's always wearing a military uniform. I recently saw some early pictures of Hitler with a suit on. A regular suit, like a lawyer wears, like a politician. Well, he was a politician first, but then the need for more security led to the military thing. We pay a tax.
Every day the dead were taken from the huts. Here, as at Belsen, there were many who were too weak to be saved, too sick to eat.
Blame it on nature.
Typhus was taking its toll, and truckloads of wretchedness had to be somehow dealt with in the already overflowing hospitals.
Yesterday I saw a truckload of homeless people being driven away. Quality of life crimes.
Don't do that!
This ain't real. This not real.
You weren't here before. What are you doing here now?
I'm hungry. You can take it from me.
The doors were shut and sealed.
Just like you've seen on TV.
Let in the poison
She acts
gas,
just like a woman.
and another batch of help
You put it in the kitty.
screamed their lives out.
I was just following
We
orders.
all put it in the kitty.
It was the IRS agent.
We all put it in the kitty.
You put it in the kitty.
I was hungry.
And it was your world.
Out there.
The
Vietnamese.
chamber was conveniently placed
Can't happen.
next to the mortuary.
Can't happen here.
You stay back! Get back!
Oh! Wow! Ah! 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 Get back! Get back!
No more! No more! Because it can happen here! It can happen here! It can happen!
Are you still there?
It can happen here. It can happen down here. Put down the controller. It can happen here. It can happen here. Put down the controller. Put it down.
People remember official records show that 7,615 people
I'd like to talk to you about
MBH, a private corporation.
your taxes.
Stockholders were SS officials.
Doubting Thomas. Thomas is not really a name, but an epithet, meaning, like its Greek equivalent, Didymus, the twin. Thomas wasn't there on the evening of the resurrection when Jesus appeared to all the other apostles because he was so much in despair, looking at the doom and gloom of it all. And later, when he heard that they had seen the Lord, he didn't believe it. He would not, he declared, be persuaded unless he saw and handled his pierced hands inside. The next Sunday evening, Jesus appeared as before and gave Thomas the evidence he craved. My Lord and my God, cried the doubter, leaping from the depth of despair to the summit of faith. His doubts were removed, and he boarded the craft. He was one of the 7 apostles who boarded the craft to go north to meet the Lord at the Lake of Galilee, where they watched old reruns of The Fugitive and admired what a fine, fine voiceover Richard Kimball did. And they saw Thomas Vale, the nowhere man, and said, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I want to keep living here. I don't want to die. And thus, it is recorded.
Hello?
Aren't you out of your apartment? I represent the landlord.
No?
We'll kill you.
Yeah.
Haven't you heard me? Do we have to shoot you? Do you like raps and horns and pounding on your walls? Do we have to shoot you? Hello? Hello? You son of a bitch.
Hello. How you doing?
You son of a bitch, you're shooting yourself.
Shooting myself.
Space aliens were making me think I was out of my house when I was actually in my house. They had the technology, they had the flying saucers, but they also had a lot of gasoline to sell. A lot of gasoline. A hidden agenda. Sell them the gasoline first. Because this energy was free. It came from the sun.